Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the stories we have for you tonight. A homicide on St. Thomas. A woman has drowned in Frederickstead, and a convicted child molester gets life. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, we have sad news. A female swimmer who is believed to be in her 40s has drowned on a beach near the fish market in Frederickstead. Details are still sketchy, but we believe the woman was either a former police officer or on sick leave. The identity of the victims has not yet known to us at this time, and we'll have more on this tragic story tomorrow. And a man was shot and killed in St. Thomas last night. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report.
It looks like now we're up to 20 here in St. Thomas, the 20th on St. Thomas this year. A man, 23 years old, Kilroy Morell of Friedenhoy, apparently was shot and killed at 8 p.m. the state Friedenhoy on Wednesday. That shooting occurred in the vicinity of the victim's home. The police didn't release the name of the victim until the next of kin was notified, and they have been. Major crime and criminal investigation detectives were on the scene interviewing possible witnesses, and there's no other information on this except that the young man was in the area near his home in the state Friedenhoy. Friedenhoy is well known for a number of activities that take place in that general area. This is the 20th homicide on St. Thomas. There have been 31 homicides territory-wide. So police are asking for anyone with any information here. 715-5522, 715-5514. Crime Stoppers, of course, 1-800-222-TIPS, or just 911. In St. Thomas, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee. And a man has been sentenced to 155 years in jail for sexually molesting young boys. Gary Lee Brown was sentenced by District Court Judge Raymond Finch. And Brown was arrested earlier in the Virgin Islands. However, he's been molesting little boys as far back as 1983. And in other news, a man has been arrested for illegal gun charges on St. Croix. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story, plus some other crime information as well.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Going to give you some information about a young man who got caught with a sawed-off shotgun, and then we're going to talk about some rape cases. We are at Canebrake Apartments in Frederickstead, and on Tuesday at around 4:30 in the afternoon, 27-year-old Edwin Esteen Jr., he was seen carrying a sawed-off shotgun somewhere in this vicinity in Canebrake Apartments. As police officers approached Mr. Esteen, that's when he fled the scene, discarded the sawed-off shotgun. It was subsequently found later during the search, and he was then arrested and placed on $25,000 bail and remanded to Golden Grove. He is from a state, Mars Hill. He is charged with possession of a deadly weapon. Now, a 19-year-old man has been charged with the June 29th incident. His name is Marco Sanchez, and he is from JFK. The victim's mother, a 15-year-old victim, the mother came home and found Mr. Sanchez with that 15-year-old. Since then, Mr. Sanchez has admitted that he had sex with the 15-year-old girl, or he touched the 15-year-old girl inappropriately. Thusly, he has been placed on $10,000 bail. Last weekend, 2 minors were involved in some sexual activity. The mom came home and discovered the suspect, who is also a minor and a family member, was involved with the woman's daughter engaging in sex. Also, a rape occurred in a state, Kane Carlton, a week ago. And so here's 3 rape crime cases that need to be solved or looked at. If you know anything about these cases, you should call 712-6077. 712-6077. I want to remind you about your teenage children this summer, all of your children, and the words of Novelle Francis. I cannot emphasize this enough. The police commissioner. If you have a child 18 years of age or younger, and they are doing nothing for the summer. They are not in an organized, structured program like the Boys and Girls Club, Boy Scouts, Police Athletic League, a church group, anything, steel band group. You cannot say that there are no summer camps available for you in the Virgin Islands. All week long, Channel 8 has been showcasing camps for you. You have no excuse to get your children in a structured program. If you do not, I'll be doing stories on your children. At Cane Break, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And there's a tropical wave in the eastern Caribbean area that we're monitoring tonight. The system has the potential to affect our area in the near future. The Hurricane Center has sent an aircraft into the disturbance, and the wave is located approximately 1,500 miles south of Puerto Rico. It's packing a 25-mile-an-hour north to northwest wind, and if the storm does turn, it will be called Kyle. Stay with us on News Channel 8. We have more news after the break.